into the NFL season. Let's go ahead and go to the division, starting with Division 1. Division 2, Kyle and Reese went 10-3. Give them a shout out. 11-2, Wellington Aces. Let's go. Aaron went 10-3. Division 4, T. Kirk went 11-2. Give him a shout out. Sean K went 10-3. Jose 11-2. Herbert 10-3. Okay, so the divisions were pretty good this week. And look, Travis is at the last of his division, but he went 10-3. Did the best. Now we're Division 7. Let's keep the ball rolling this week, man. 11-2 is Jesus. 10-3 is A.K. Revenge Red Zone, man. Here are the divisions. And, they, some people went 10-3. Some went 11-2. I'm not saying if you didn't go 10-3 or 11-2, you did bad. But, hey, I think this week there were a lot of upsets as opposed to the previous 2 weeks. And these are the results for the first 8 weeks when you combine the records. These are the records through 121 games of all the divisions. Got to give a shout out to Trent Kirk. He's been killing it, and he's a defending champion. He's 88 wins and 33 losses, man. He is freaking killing it. Dude, Bother still hovering around. Okay, he's got a little bit of a lead on his division over Casey Kidd. Eagles fans for life is hanging in right there. Don't count out Weston and Noel, a.k.a. 44 Legendary. They're still kind of hanging in. That's a good division, by the way. Division 7, Aaron's in control. Division 8, you got Jesus. He's kind of got a little bit of a lead, but Bob Keller pulled out of nowhere, and it's pulled into second in his division. Hey, you never know. We still got time in this league. JL103's got a 5-game lead and a 9-game lead over everyone else. Wow. Just straight killing it. J-Love is 85 and 36, a 2-time champion. John Alves in control of his division by 2 games. Kim123, oh my God, he's got an 8-game lead. Kim did what he did last year, just straight owning the division, taking the lead early, running with it. Nate, Gabriel, and Brandon Rogers. Okay, Brandon Rogers hanging around. Division 14, Danny Golden. Gives Danny Golden a shout out. He's got a 7-game lead over the nearest opponent. Killing it. Of course, Steel Sermon, a.k.a. Mac Sports. He's got the lead by hovering by 1 game. Our division's actually real competitive. From first to last is only 5 games. And Division 16, Tanya's in control by 1 game. So like I said, you got to rewind it to get the results. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and go to the picks for Week 9. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. But I want to get a little music in this, but not the NFL music. This song has been stuck in my head for a while. And because it's been stuck, we're going to play it. Let's go. Thursday night football. You got the Baltimore Ravens 2-5 at the Miami Dolphins 2-6. The Dolphins have been screwing me on my picks because I picked them to beat Cleveland. They lose. And then I picked them to lose to the Falcons and they win. Make it make sense. Well, they're at home this week. Tua's at home. They're hosting the Ravens. This is going to be a good game despite the record. Now, they say if Lamar Jackson plays, it should be a for sure win. But even if he doesn't play, I like Huntley. Huntley played pretty good last week for the Ravens. Either way, I think the Ravens can come in with the momentum. I got the Baltimore Ravens going into Miami regardless if it's Lamar Jackson, regardless if it's Huntley. Give me the Ravens. Who win the Thursday game? So let's go to Sunday. Let's go to that Sunday, November 2nd. This is a time change. It starts on this day. Chicago Bears. Well, they ended a 4-game skid last week, so they go 4-3 now. The Cincinnati Bengals. How the fuck did they lose to the Jets? That's another game that I lost last week. How the hell did that happen? I didn't see that coming. But they're hosting the Bears. This is going to be a very good game defensively. This could be an offensive shootout, too. Joe Flacco versus Caleb Williams. Be a damn good game. When they say you're confused, you go with the home team. I have a feeling, I think, despite the Bengals losing the previous week, I think they get it together this week. Give me Joe Flacco. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals to edge the Bears. Minnesota at Detroit. I don't know, man. I like Carson Wentz, but he kind of fell flat. Detroit Lions, I mean, they seem like they kind of got their shit together. Give me the Detroit Lions at home. Of course, it's a division game. Of course, they're going to be fighting. I think the Lions edge the Vikings 27-24. Panthers at the Packers. The Packers are 5-1-1. Argumentatively should be 7-0. They should have never lost to the Browns, and they should have beaten the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night. I'm going to be honest with you. They should be 7-0. They're playing like they're 7-0. Panthers started the season off 0-3, have won 4 in a row, lost last week. I think the Packers are going to beat the Panthers, and I think it's going to be a big score. I think you're looking at 37-17. Give me the Packers. Broncos at Texans. Wow, this could be another trap game. I did pick against the Texans last week. And the 49ers came out and won. The Texans came out and beat the Niners. I picked the Niners. Despite the injuries, the Texans still found a way to pull it together. They're playing against those pesky Broncos, who the Broncos are finding ways to win. And, of course, Denver is wants to, stay ahead of their, division race against the Chiefs. And, hey, look, Denver's got something to play for here. I think the Texans won last week, and that's great. I don't see them doing 2 in a row with the injuries we have. I think Denver edges the Texans. Give me the Broncos 31-28 over the Texans. Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots. Atlanta, how the fuck did you lose last week to Miami? New England, how the fuck did you start the season off 6-2? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, hey, I gotta like Drake May. I gotta like those New England Patriots, man. New England Patriots are looking red hot. So why would I not pick the Patriots in this case? Give me New England to go 7-2. Looking like Tom Brady, looking like Bill Belichick out there with your bad self. Go ahead and give me those Patriots. All right, we got the 49ers. We got the 49ers taking on the Giants. I heard about Scadaboo. It's unfortunate. He's out for the year. I like the Jackson Dart guy. I think he's the future. They're taking on the Niners, who just lost a trap game against the Texans. Could they fall to another trap game? I don't see that being the case. I think the Niners are going to shake off the funk. I think, they fell asleep against the Texans. They underestimated us, and I don't see them doing that twice. I think they go into the MetLife Stadium. They play the Giants well. I think you're looking at 26-13. San Francisco 49ers. Give me the Niners. Because the Niners got to stay afloat. They got to be able to battle back in that division. Indianapolis is going to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this could be a good game. You're going to have Aaron Rodgers. He wants to come back and make sure the Steelers are the real deal. They've lost 2 in a row. They got a home game. It's not a primetime game, and usually Steelers play well when it's not primetime. But they're taking on Danny Dimes. They're taking on the Indianapolis Colts that are 7-1, red hot, the best team in the AFC. It's going to be a good game. My gut tells me the Steelers win this game. But I'm going to go against my gut. I'm going to pick the Colts, the red-hot Danny Dimes and the Colts, to continue on that stride. Give me the Indianapolis Colts to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. The LA Chargers head to Tennessee, take on the Titans. Tennessee, I'm sorry, you have no chance to win, man. Chargers go in, they steamroll the Titans, they're going to win. Titans are looking at a 1-win, maybe 2-win season. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. Saints at the Rams. Saints, you don't have a quarterback either, man. You're struggling. I don't see you beating this Rams team in SoFi. It just is what it is. I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams to beat the New Orleans Saints. Jacksonville at the Raiders. Raiders, what do you got at quarterback? Geno Smith? I don't know about that, man. Your team looks terrible. No offense if you're a Raiders fan watching, but I know Jacksonville's struggling, and I know this could be a 50-50 game. It could even be a trap game almost. But I think Jacksonville gets it together. I think they play a very good game. I think they go into the Raiders' house, and I think they get the win. Give me Jacksonville to beat the Raiders 2017. Chiefs at the Bills, game of the week. I don't think anybody really arguing about that not being game of the week. I think the Bills get it together. This is going to be a very good game. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Buffalo Bills to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be a close game. Sunday Night Football. Seattle at Commanders. 5-2 is the Seahawks. 3-5 is Sunday Night Football. What happened to the Commanders to start season 3-1? They've lost 4 in a row. I think that streak continues. Seattle goes into the Commanders and gets the win. Cardinals and Cowboys. This is the Monday Night Football game. This is going to be a good game. I love the energy that Dak Prescott brings. And therefore, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys to win on Monday Night Football. So again, just going through my picks real quick before I get out of here. I got Ravens to win in Miami Thursday night. Sunday's games, I got Cincinnati to defend home court against the Bears. I got the Lions to also defend home turf. They are going to beat the Vikings. Packers win at home against the Panthers. I got Broncos to win in a very tough game. They're going to win in Houston. New England wins at home against Atlanta. 49ers win at the Giants. Colts and the Steelers, go ahead and give me, again, this is probably going to be one of the most confusing games, but I'm going to take Danny Dimes. I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts to win that game because it's going to be a good game. Chargers at Titans, give me the road team. Titans, sorry, you're 1-7. You're going to go 1-8. Sorry, it just is what it is. New Orleans at Rams. New Orleans, you don't have a quarterback. I'm sorry. So you get a quarterback, you're not going to win any more games. The Rams are going to win. This should be an easy game for them to win. Jacksonville at the Raiders. Go ahead and give me Jacksonville. This could be a trap game. This is probably the only game on the actual list of games that I think legitimately could go either way. But I think Jacksonville gets it together. They win a very tough game. It's going to be a battle hard in that Vegas stadium, but give me Jacksonville, absolutely. Chiefs and Bills, argumentatively game of the week. I don't think anybody's going to argue that. This game could go back and forth. It could be a rematch of like these AFC Championship games. But I think Buffalo is going to want to get their shit together. They're going to want to overcome that bug against the Chiefs. They want to beat the Chiefs. And they're hungry to do that. Give me the Bills to win at home against the Chiefs. Seahawks at Commanders. Commanders, you're going to continue to struggle. Give me the Seahawks. Monday night, Dallas at home against Arizona. I got to go with the Cowboys. And those are my picks for week 9. You guys take care. Be safe. Happy travels.